Hey guys, Ray Reacts here. I'm not gonna talk a lot about this video. I watched Jesse's upload about Aunt Jackie, and he and his family are really taking it really hard. But I know the feeling. I know what it's like to lose somebody. I'm sure you guys remember that I lost my grandpa on Christmas Day last year, and it's crazy. It is crazy how out of all the days of the year, it had to be Christmas. It's just, it was hard. It was hard for all of us. It was hard for my mom and my dad as well because, they always visited him at the hospital, and then we had to bring him home because that's where he wanted to be. He wanted to be at his house, and that was it. That was how he wanted it. But guys, and Jackie, guys, we've seen her since the beginning of the Psycho series. I'm sure she was in some of the other videos, the older videos, but we got to know her from the Psycho series where he tried to renovate that little house that she gave him, and she tormented him with the demonic voices, playing jokes, and we got to know her a lot. First off, I want to send my condolences to you, Jesse, and your family for the loss of a family member. I know, like I said, I know what it's like. Like my uncle said, I hate losing family members. It's just, it's tough, but hey, it's life. Life goes on. It's kind of hard hard to understand about death and everything, and it's just you never know the feeling of it. You want to know how I knew about death, guys? When I was a kid, I've always go to funerals, and I see my mom and dad cry for their uncles and aunts, and I never understood that because I never met them. But when when it hit me, when I lost my godmother, it was really tough. 2006, I lost my godmother. I was 20 years old. 20. Knowing that she was my aunt. My mom says my godmother, and she always calls me Junior every time she comes over. And the fact that I don't hear that voice anymore and don't hear that name saying, "Hey, Junior," I knew that was her calling me, but I hear it in my head. But it's really tough knowing the fact that she was gone. I felt bad for my mom because she lost a brother and a sister, and it's tough. It is really tough knowing the fact that things like this happened. Now let's get back to Aunt Jackie. Now, guys, I've found out about her death from a friend of mine that followed me on Twitter. I still call it Twitter, but I'll call it X. And also, she messaged me on Instagram about that, and I couldn't believe it. Now, I've heard some details about she went to the hospital to check on something, but I guess the doctors didn't check on it, and that's how it happened. I don't know a lot of the details, but that's what happened, and I'm like, wow. But it's hard. I know that we haven't heard a lot ever since that time. I messaged him, and Jesse liked what I wrote, so did Psycho Dad, and it's just the fact that I can't believe it. I just can't believe that. I feel bad. Watching that video, guys, I know you guys wonder like why didn't I react to it? It's kind of tough I really hate seeing somebody get upset on the fact that they lost somebody, and you feel their pain. You know what it's like. It's just it's just you want to say everything's going to be okay, but it's not going to be, because knowing that your family member's gone, And for him when he broke down, my favorite aunt is gone. That hit right there for me because my godmother is gone. Somebody that, like I said, has been there all my life, and I hear Junior. I don't hear that anymore. I really don't. But you know what happened that day that made me cry? It was on my birthday. I turned 21 years old, and it hit me that she wasn't there. Every time when it's my birthday, she always smash my face in the cake all the time, and I know that she wasn't there to do that to me anymore. As I blew out my candles, my uncle grabbed a cake and just right there in my face. And after that, I cried. My uncle said, "I'm sorry, I was just joking." I looked at him and said, "Thank you." He says, my godmother used to do that to me all the time. Now she's not here to do that. Thank you for doing that for me. I gave him a hug, and he gave me a big hug too. And that meant a lot to me. It's just, I feel bad for Jesse. I feel bad for his family. Uncle Larry, Terry, I know that was your sister. I mean, siblings I think losing a sibling is always the hardest right there. God forbid. It's just, I don't want it happening with me. I'm the oldest. And I've always learned that it's always the oldest that goes first, but life doesn't go the way you plan. Life is different. Life it's just how you make it, where it takes you. But it's just, I feel bad for Jesse. I feel bad for that. I know, guys, sorry for not reacting to the whole thing. You wanted me to watch the whole video, but it's just the fact that I'm doing this way for Jesse. I don't want to just react to the whole thing and just, make a spectacle of it, knowing the fact that he lost a family member. I'm doing this short one just for that. Okay? Jesse, I hope you and your family can be able to heal from this. But I know that it's a new year. At the end of and within this month, you found out that she's gone. That's the fourth month. It's different. I know it's going to hit hard when the next year comes. I mean, you lost Uncle Chris. I mean, and your grandmom. It's tough. It's really tough. Well, guys, I hope you guys. I want to say enjoyed this video, but I hope you understand what I'm saying right here. Jesse, I hope you and your family can be able to heal from this. I know it's going to take a lot of time, but time is all you need, and time is what will get through this. Have a good one, guys. Don't forget to stay positive. This is Ray Reacts here.